Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Brenna, and in today's video, I am just going to be getting ready for the day. Well, really the evening, because it's already like 4:15 p.m. But I have some items from my BoxyCharm box for the month of September, a couple add-ons for BoxyCharm that I purchased myself, and then a couple items that I just bought separately that has nothing to do with BoxyCharm. So let's get right into it. I will share with you everything that I'm going to be using. Now, since some of these are BoxyCharm items, they are going to be a little bit more expensive than I would personally pay for these items. But yeah, and as always, everything will be linked down below in the description box that I use on my face today. Let's get started. All right, first thing I want to do is primer. My skin is already clean and moisturized. I took a shower earlier, which is why my hair is absolutely insane. It's still in the process of air drying. But yeah, so I want to start off with primer. Now, I have two primers here. I have a Georgette Klinger Marula primer for all skin types. I did receive this in my BoxyCharm, and I purchased as an add-on this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas primer. I definitely want to try out this Laura Mercier one instead of the Georgette Klinger. I mean, I'll get to that one eventually, but I really want to try this one out. So I squeezed a little bit out on my finger, just about that much. Going to rub it on my fingertips and apply it mainly to my T-zone, well, not T-zone, but my nose and my cheeks right here, because that is where I have the largest pores on my face. Any extra I will put on the rest of my face. Let me see, get up close in my mirror here. I don't know if that necessarily did any pore filling, which is kind of a bummer. Here, let me try a different technique. I'm going to take a little bit more and press it into the skin. It definitely makes your face a little glowy. Okay, that looks better. Definitely pressing it in instead of rubbing it in works better to fill in the pores. Now that I am primed, I am going to be going in with this Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer. I recently purchased this at Target. I did a little mini Target haul try-on video. I've learned my lesson with this. You do not need a lot. I'm going to start out with this little dot here. If you hear anything in the background, it's my daughter Zoe. She is in here with me. It's a little bit more for my forehead. I love you so much. I love you so much too. So now that I've got a light layer of that on my face, I am going to put a little bit on my finger, because it can also be used as concealer. Spread it around a little bit and then cover up any redness on my skin. All right, and now I'm going to put a little bit on the end here and use it for my concealer. Now that I have the foundation on, I'm going to go in with my contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. Now, I purchased this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. Maybe I should have just bought the regular Camo Concealer. Oh well, anyways, I bought it in this shade, which is Tan Latte, because I want to try to attempt to contour with this. I don't know how that will go because I've never used like a cream contour like this before, so it might be special. I am just going to put a couple dots for starters on my side of my cheek there, and I'm going to try to use my beauty blender to blend this out. That doesn't look too bad at all. Just like a light, subtle contour. Huh. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I can see it here, obviously in person, and it looks amazing, and that was so incredibly easy to do. Okay, I absolutely love how that turned out. I know it's very, very subtle and light. I could probably even go back and get like a shade, maybe 2 shades darker if I really wanted that like bam contour look. After contour, I want to do blush. Now, I received this blush in my Boxy Charm box, and it is by Half Caked. It is the In Bloom blush, and they sent me the shade Me and You. Which is this very pretty peach pinkish shade, which I'm pretty excited about. And they also sent this duo fiber brush. It's the 813. I have never used a brush like this. The tip of it is very weird. It's like there's short bristles underneath of here, and then these long ones that stick up on top. So I don't own a brush like this. Yeah, no, I don't own a brush like this, and I've never used one like this either. So we're going to dip into here. Ooh, that is very pigmented. Brush it on the apples of the cheeks and a little back. I like to do the apples and then kind of take it up into here. It's just such a pretty color. I love it. This brush is pretty awesome. Shedding a little bit. I am going to go in with this Physicians Formula Marumu Butter Glow Face Palette on the highlighter, which is called Tropical Sands. Right there. Alright, I'm going to take my beauty blender and kind of tone this down a little bit. Highlighter. Now I'm going to do my brows, and I also bought quite a while ago this Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow 24-Hour Brow Ink Pen. And I saved the package that I ripped open. It says it is a precise tip so you can draw hair-like strokes, and it is a transfer-proof tint and fade-proof. So we will see, because I have no eyebrow hairs for this to cling on to. So I can imagine in between hairs with the hairs protecting the tint that it would work really good. But we will see how this works on my non-existent brows. I like that this tip is thin. Let's see with the pigment. What color did I get? Probably dark brown. Oh, it's called a rich brown. You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to outline my brow with this Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in dark brown. I've noticed when I outline my brows first, it's easier to go in with my felt tip tints and draw the hair-like strokes. So far, so good. There's one brow. I will go through with the spoolie after it dries a little bit to get rid of those outside lines. Okay, this pen is kind of weird. It seemed to work good on this eyebrow, and then over here I just got some like really thick strokes. So I'm going to use the spoolie that's on the other end, which is pretty awesome that it comes with a spoolie. All right, I think I'm going to go over this with, the whole reason I bought this pen was because I wanted to compare it to the NYX Lift&Snatch brow tint pen, because this is my absolute favorite brow tint pen. I thought maybe these would be like a comparison, but this one is very, well, the tip is a lot thicker on this one. So this is the Covergirl and then the NYX. So the Covergirl one, as you can see, the tip is a lot thicker than the NYX one. And the NYX, no matter how I hold it, whether straight or up or down, like you always get pigment. I think this one is meant to be held more upright, so the pigment, oops, wrong one. I think this one is meant to be held upright for the pigment to get down to the felt tip, which for me isn't very helpful. So I'm going to go over these brows with my NYX. Oh, that one's so much better. Try to get close. See how with this one I can get really fine hair-like strokes, and then this one, the Covergirl one, they're like thicker. I really prefer this look over this look. Alright, so definitely prefer my NYX over this Covergirl one. I will continue testing this out and see if I can get it to work in a way that I like, but I thought it would compare and it does not. NYX still rules all. It's still number one. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. Two things that I received in my, well, they were in a pack in my BoxyCharm box, were these pinkyrose like eyeshadow sticks. And I got one in this copper color called Jazz. And then another like peach nude color in Hip Hop. So this is a matte and this is a shimmer stick. It did say that you could use this to prime your eyelids, so that is what I'm going to use this one for today. It'd be kind of awesome if this works as a primer. That's really easy to put on. Not that eyeshadow primer is hard to put on, but this was just a little bit easier. I also, along with this shimmer stick, have, this is something I purchased as a BoxyCharm add-on, and this is the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Copper Halo. So, how do I want to do this? Maybe I will use the Kosas as my eyeshadow and this copper shade as my eyeliner. This has a nice little flat doe foot applicator on it. We're just going to swipe this right on the lid here. That's pigmented. I believe it did say you could use your finger to blend it out. You could use a brush. I'm going to start with my finger and then go in with a brush in the crease to blend out any harsh lines. That's really pretty though. Even though I look crazy right now, it's very pretty. All right, what's a brush I haven't used in a while for blending? Let's use this one. This is an Eco Tools like double-ended brush. I'm going to use this side to blend out my shadow here. Okay, that stuff is amazing. Very easy. Obviously it's not 10 seconds, but I think the idea of it is fast, easy eyeshadow. I think I used a little too much, which, you know, big surprise there. If you've watched a good majority of my videos, you know I always use too much product. I am in love with that. I definitely want to pick up more colors of this. So after that, I am going to use this Pinky Rose Jazz for my eyeliner. This is also a copper color. I don't know how well it'll show up on top of the other copper color. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of this under my lashes too. Right, we are all coppered out. Now, actually, I'm going to take the other end of this brush, the flatter side, and kind of go over that eyeliner shadow that I just did there. Always got to be extra. Since I'm using more expensive items in this video, I'm going to use this $1 aoastudio Artista eyeliner pen in black. Seriously, I just held it upside down, but whatever. This is $1 on the Shop Miss A website, and this is some great Stay Put liquid eyeliner. So I am just going to put that on, like right on my lash line. Hopefully not screw anything up. I have a love-hate relationship with liquid black eyeliner. One wrong move and boom, your look is destroyed. Okay, so there is the eyeliner. Now I need to get my mascara. I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect in waterproof. This mascara is so good. I really want to try the, I believe it's called Curling Volume. It's the new like bright pink one. Not bright pink mascara, but you know, bright pink on the bottle. But it's been sold out. So obviously it must be amazing. This look looks much better with a little eyeliner and mascara. Also, these Pinky Rose shadow sticks, it said can be used in your waterline. So I want to take that color that I primed my lids with and put this in the waterline. Last is setting spray. And for setting spray, I have been back into using my flowerbeauty Seal the Deal long lasting setting spray and the matte finish. As you can tell, the label's wearing off. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. always overdo it because I want what I just put on my face to stay locked in for as long as I want it to before I take my makeup off. Press that in with my sponge. Oh, I forgot, and I did want to add some highlighter to my brow bone area. All right, this is the finished look. I loved almost every single product that I used today except for the Covergirl eyebrow tint pen. This just was not the greatest. I am very happy with how this look turned out. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you are not subscribed, I would love if you would do so, and make sure to push the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload. And yeah, that is all for this one, and I will see you in the next one.